Hey y'all, More back here again. Welcome to another Tech Talk. Now, one thing that I forgot to include in my last Tech Talk was that there's this idea, right, of job prosperity, of job safety, job security, job searching. And that's the current trend when it comes to tech now. A lot of these tech layoffs, a lot of people losing their jobs from major companies, right? And the reason why I want to discuss this is because another thing that I forgot to mention in my last video about the reason why we need that inclusion of just people in general from various backgrounds, and also why we need young people is because of that economic state. We want young people and we want people of various backgrounds to be, flourishing with prosperity. We want them to be economically well. We want them to be in a good condition to the point where they don't have to worry about where their paycheck is coming from, where their money is coming from, not living paycheck to paycheck, right? Or if they are even living with, a paycheck based system, earning enough money, right? And that can be done through tech because what you have to comprehend is that when you're working in tech, to a certain extent, you're still working 9 to 5, depending on where you're working, but you're earning a lot more money, which is, let's be honest, that's a benefit. Or, you're just getting a lot more money than what you were used to, right? So that's another reason why that's really essential, getting these people involved to the point where young people and people with various backgrounds can make money in a sense where they don't have to worry about, just economically failing, right? Or economic failure, right? And so it's just crazy to see all these tech layoffs. And another thing, another piece of advice for young people, if you want to prevent, you know, all this job searching, get involved in internships. When you get involved with an internship, you can get involved in the pipeline. So you internship with this company and that company, and you're interning with them consecutively and consistently, then you most likely be offered a job after college. And so you don't even have to job search. You got a job like right there. So, and I've seen this with certain people, and it's really cool, being able to say that, hey, I've got a job out of college. So that's another great benefit to doing that, getting involved at tech in an early age and getting involved in those internships. And as I said, tech layoffs, they're scary. It's honestly just crazy. Even reading this article, it's saying like, tech layoffs really are rising, and here's why. Saying as of May 16th, a total of 679 tech companies have laid off workers in 2023. And even though 679 may seem like a small number, it's actually a big number. That's a lot. And, all these statistics, all these statistics from major companies, Amazon, Spotify, Google, Microsoft, Twitter, Zoom Video Communications, Meta, laying off 3%, 9,000 employees, 10,000 employees, 11,000 employees, 15%, 13%, 6%, 600 employees, 12,000 workers, 10,000. It's scary. And, you look at certain articles and they're telling you why. Some articles are saying because of recession. Some articles are saying because of the pandemic. Certain articles are saying because technology has, been moved massively online. And the one thing about the pandemic is that the convenience of the pandemic, ironically enough, is that being a tech-based company, people can work from home, so they didn't have to worry about going to the office. So if you were in tech, you didn't have to worry as much about, oh man, what am I going to do? Because all you have to do is just work from home. And even though the pandemic is somewhat over now, people are still working from home because it's convenient. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. When I'm done with college, Lord's will, I don't even mind myself working and working from home. I think that's pretty nice to be able to work from home and you're done and you got the rest of the day ahead of you. So I actually like that idea myself, just being able to sit back, relax, and work at home, and then you're done. So I think that's really cool. But you're probably wondering, Trent, you've been thinking about this. What are some solutions? And really, what I've been thinking about, and I could be dead wrong. I have one solution that I don't want to talk about yet because I don't want anyone to steal my idea. You know, I know it may sound a little selfish, but I'm being honest. I don't want anybody to steal my idea. Okay. But one thing that I've thought about when it comes to tech is that you have to comprehend that business is a huge part of tech. And we open up businesses, we're going to need people who know how to use tech, know how to work in tech, know how to code, know how to analyze data, right? So one thing that I thought about is just honestly opening up more companies. You know, you build more companies, you're gonna have to you're gonna have to literally hire people that are familiar with tech because nowadays everyone needs tech. It's just common sense. Everyone needs someone in tech. So the more companies that we have that are being created, the more jobs are going to be created. It's basically inevitable. Another thing that I've encouraged as well is entrepreneurship. So if you're a person that's been having struggles with finding jobs in tech, whether it's data analytics or software engineering, really what you're going to have to do is be an entrepreneur and say, hey, I'm willing to freelance. I'm willing to do this work for you. I'm willing to put myself out there. If you need this assistance with your company or with your brand, I can help you with this. You can pay me X amount of money. In other words, being a contractor, you know, being your own boss, really, somewhat and not somewhat, because you'd be working for someone, but then you also work for yourself. You know what I'm saying? So entrepreneurship is another solution. Just getting out there and just putting your name out there and saying, hey, I'm a hard worker. I can do the work. Okay. So that's two solutions so far. Any other solutions that come to my head? Hmm. I'm trying to think and I'm trying to think. And here is what I would say. I would say honestly, another key is really just diversifying your tech roles. And what that is really just understanding that there's more to tech than just software engineering, okay, or coding itself. There's also tech sales. There's education, in a sense, you know, and so there are a variety of things that are just it's just more than software engineering when it comes to tech. So that's why I would say get yourself involved in data understanding, data science. Data science is one of the top growing fields right now. Software engineering has always been a growing field, always been really a in demand job to a certain extent. It's just kind of difficult to come across jobs now. So honestly, diversifying what you can do in tech is another huge thing. Web development, front end development, back end development. Get familiar with all the tech roles that you can, because the more you do that, the less you're gonna have to worry about, oh shoot, well, I can't get a job here. Oh shoot, can't get a job there. But then if you realize, well, I can do this or I can do that, it also go into this, hey, project management, product management. There's other things that you can go into when it comes to tech. So really diversify your set of skills, learn more coding languages, learn more application, get some certificates as well. Because if you get some certificates, that's going to give you credibility. It's going to make people interested in hiring you. And it's going to make you realize like, oh, I have a lot more to share than just I can code and that's it. Also increase your non-STEM skills too. Get good at public speaking, communications, because what tech companies also need, they need people that can speak. They need people that can communicate. It's one of the key things in tech. Being able to communicate is key because you have to work across members of teams. You have to work with yourself. You have to communicate with yourself. You have to communicate with others. You have to communicate with people you may not like. So really, I would say, look, as I said, more companies, more businesses are going to lead to more tech roles. I would say diversifying yourself is key. Being an entrepreneur is key. And yeah, that's really about it, y'all. More back here again. And that's why I say, when it comes to these tech layoffs, and that's how I feel about them. Who's your opinion? Tell me what you think. I'll see y'all later. Peace.